Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, your World Heavyweight Champion, as you can see right here, is going to once again be defending his championship title against another well and truly newcomer. Well, I say newcomer. If you guys have not caught on the score yet, we have got one of my absolute all-time favourites coming up, and nothing quite says night after night doing more and more Overkill is my thing. It's also, I think, the first time I've ever done a music reaction where I've actually stood up. But I've got to, like, I don't even know if I should even just leave, if I could even leave this thing, because you can tell I absolutely love this belt, because it's the mark of a champion, and it's going to be the mark of this channel, because I'm going to hold on to this title as just at any point when I decide I want to sort of like give it up. Well, I suppose I'll tell you what, I'll let go of it now. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to song. This is like the first time in a very long time I have just blitzed through an album like this. And I know we've still got a long way to go, but there are still plenty of hours left in the day. There's actually just about 8. And if you want to stick around to the end of the video where I can finally unlock my phone and actually get all my stuff back. So, there's plenty to stick around for. So, if you guys are ready to check this out, I'm ready to get into this. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Black Daze in 3, 2, 1, and...
King the Father, Son, and the Fixer. That's who the one we all feel inside. Stop it on and all the elixir. To the days we count as alive. Concrete Jesus in a hell of a fence. He makes his living on a heaven and dead. Black days, white haze, shoot me down adrenaline highway. Black days, white haze, shoot me up and count me alive. Sing the pain whenever I need it. Sing the sin whenever I want. Jesus got the Lord inside. We get scared kids. Listen on the ride. All in the picture. All in the picture. Black days. White haze. Shoot me down adrenaline highway. Black days, white haze, shoot me up and count me alive. Amputated spirit, executed soul, none but the shell of it for. Exterminated, feel it as it fills the hole. Hear them screaming, there one more.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Black Daze by Overkill. You know what I love the fact that, considering how hard we went just getting into this album, I like the fact that I would almost call this almost like a sea shanty sort of thing. It seems like the perfect little, like something a little bit lighter, but something it still runs with everything you would come to expect from Overkill. Some of the most intense, some of the most aggressive undertones you could find. Seem to pray whenever I need it. Seem to sin whenever I want. Deep stuff, because when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, you could just about do anything you want at any point in time, but for the most part it seems to be almost you overindulge in luxury as opposed to necessity. And that's just because that's thing millions of people do all over the world. It's just kind of like that's sort of how that is. Strap it on, intending to bleed it. An easy mark, so nonchalant. Like, you just don't feel anything from it. Maybe that's sort of like the worst thing. It's sort of like you're after something very specific, something you know that will bring you joy, and then it just doesn't do it. Call in the fixer, more. What you want is someone to fix your life. You want to give you the injection. You want... I mean, you could easily say it's meant to be about drug addiction, which it's not necessarily the... it's not the first time, as we all know, that somebody's done a massive song about drug addiction. But what I think is almost really, really captivating to tell, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that when you think about it, I can't even remember technically if Overkill have really done many songs about drug addiction before. Because when they sort of do, I know obviously that the tone is quite different, but at the same time, Concrete Jesus got the law on his side. He gets his kicks passing on my pride. They're like almost as if like concrete is in, you know, something solid, and they're just taking all the fun away from him. That's a very interesting little analogy, because all this guy just sort of wants to have a good time, and people all around him are just trying to, you know, make sure that he doesn't get a bite of it. Because I think like time is not always on your side, ladies and gentlemen, but if all goes according to plan, then we won't have to wait for too much longer. Unlock account, let's see if this works. I know I'm keeping this close, and the chant status available will be available in 6 minutes. Bloody hell, that'll take us into just about 3 past. You know what, I don't necessarily want to like wait you guys with that sort of thing, so I'm just going to continue talking. Amputated spirit, exalted soul, that took forever to say. None but the shell of before, exterminated. Feel it as it fills the hole, hear them screaming, they want more, 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 more. Black days, white haze, shoot me down adrenaline highway. Black days, shoot me up and count me alive. So, I think almost like the thrill of it all is almost that he knows perhaps he's going to get caught. And for his point right now, the thrill is just to stay one above the law. So he's going to get his thrill out of the fact that, you know, people are out there to make sure he doesn't get his fun, he doesn't get his fix. But I also, even the title was almost a play on words, Black Days, because Black Days, AYS, is supposed to be as in like, you know, bad times are coming. Black Days, however, DAZE, is simply put, you know what, you're in a daze, you're in a trance, you feel as if all of a sudden your world is like spinning out of control. So the thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, is, well, perhaps this is a bad time to be out of control or to be in a daze. So What are you to do, ladies and gentlemen? Are you going to stay this way, or are you going to just straight up do something about it? I mean, I'm doing something about it. Holding on to my title. And I think if there's anything else more I want to say, I love that I, again, seem to pray whenever I need it. Name the Father, Son, and the Fixer. It is, as you might say, religion. It is gospel to obey him. I reckon maybe I should like add that onto like maybe a list of things I would want in my metal church. Probably something like the Father, the Son, and the Fixer. That would go down really well. I still haven't given up my dreams for that, and oh dear, it's still. I mean, I love all the tags they give this as well: thrash, extreme, speed, and heavy. I definitely would say speed and thrash. Extreme, I'm not too sure about. Maybe some of the other songs I'd say were extreme, but are we talking about Overkill extreme, or are we talking about Mayhem extreme? Because as far as I'm concerned, Mayhem are just about as extreme and as violent as you could possibly get. But there's going to be plenty of talk about that, guys, for another day. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Black Daze by Overkill. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Black Daze for yourselves. And I will hope to see you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.